Hey guys, it's Rushy here, how you're doing? Welcome back to another Level Up Your Ken video. In this one today, I have a concept that I've found which is useful for covering particular defensive options against tick throw. So you guys know the two ways to blow up tick throw, well not to blow up but to defend against tick throw, are to either tech the throw after the tick button, the crouch and light punch, it's +2, or you backdash. Those are the two most common scenarios I see. You can neutral jump, but I don't see it so much these days. And you can obviously rip DP, but that's a risk really. I'm willing to take the gamble on my offensive options over the DP if the opponent has an invincible reversal attack. This blows up. So the two defensive options I'm talking about are if they try to tech the throw and if they try and backdash. If they try and backdash against this is the most troublesome scenario, it's a backdash. So if I set the opponent to tech, try and illustrate this first before we show you the concept. So crouch and light punch, they tech. If I stand there, I get grabbed. A frame trap is what you'd probably want to go for. So you'd want to set them up to mash grab after the crouch and light punch tick throw, for them to tech the throw. But you can counter the throw because I'm +2, so you can get a frame trap, which is confirmable. So that's fine for that scenario. But what if they backdash? This is where you have problems. They get reset in the air. The reason they get reset in the air is because when they backdash, they're actually the character. So the way the game's designed is actually airborne. So when the back medium punch strikes there, it should happen. Yeah, so if I do a delay, crouch and light punch, it happens there as well. When they backdash, they're airborne, and the back medium punch hits them while they're mid-air, even though they're not mid-air. It's just the way the game interprets it. They get reset in the air. Problem with this is, and watch what happens. So, wrong button. See the back medium punch into heavy punch. The second part of the target combo, I whiff, and I'm actually in a punishable state. So Akuma, or whatever character you're playing against, can actually punish that whiff and get out of the corner and probably get a decent amount of damage as well off of it. That's happened numerous times to me against higher ranked players. I'd say, like, as a rough gauge, Ultra Diamond upwards, they seem to use backdash a lot as a defensive tool because they get that reset which leads to a punish. It's very it's very high level, it's very intelligent to use that. So that's the theory. My concept to blow up both the throw attempt, the tech attempt by the defender and the backdash is to use EX5 after the tick button, after the crouch and light punch. What happens is, and it's interesting, if they throw, I'll show you. Start with the throw scenario first. Throw whiffs. It actually happens with regular fireball as well. Now this is not for all characters, this works for sure against Akuma and Ken so far, so I'd need to do some testing to find out the list of characters that it works against and it doesn't. The EX5 is the one that catches my attention the most. Reason being is because you get juggle potential for both scenarios, or you get combo potential. So against the throw, if they try and tech the tick like that, oops, bad input, you can confirm it into like a Tatsu heavy punch DP. You can of course get more damage with EXDP. That's interesting there. If you've got V trigger stocked, I suggest that's a better scenario. You get similar damage to the 2-bar non-V trigger juggle combo, but you spend less meter in terms of EX bar. So there's that if you've got the V trigger stocked, or if you haven't. If they backdash, and this is where I feel like this is really powerful for Ken, because Ken's got good juggles. He has like moderate ones, especially in the corner. Non V trigger, but in V trigger, you know his juggles are crazy, and he can get some pretty good damage with their backdash. So let's show you what happens when they backdash now. So they'll still get air reset by the EX5 ball, but they'll be in a juggle state now because the EX5 ball hit them as they backdash, which allows you to DP afterwards. You don't get that if you get like a normal attack reset. So now you can do, let's refresh my memory, a non-V trigger, confirm it to heavy punch DP, not bad damage. I think EX DP I don't think does a massive amount more damage. There's a little bit more. You got that option as well. What I do like to do, so that's if you've got no V-trigger stocked. You can't get EX tattoo, I should mention as well. The EX tattoo whiffs. That won't connect. If you got V-trigger stock, this is where it's really good. Okay, so that didn't work there because of my timing wasn't correct on the EX fireball. They were grounded. Now I know that's 3 bars of meter. I'm not saying that's, you know, advisable. Look at the damage you get off that if they backdash. That's really good, man. So let's go for something a bit more sensible, a bit less lucrative on the EX meter side of things. So again, that wasn't well timed because they weren't airborne. You still get a follow up, but they weren't airborne. Right, this is really janky. This does work at times. I don't know why I whiffed there. So more, okay, yeah. So 1 bar EX, you get that 300 damage for 1 bar of EX and the V-trigger cancel. I'm not sure why the heavy punch DP whiffed there. Try again. Man. Okay, I hit there. Weird. But you can see even with just the 2 bars of EX meter, you still get a very good amount of damage. So again, I don't know how this will fit into your gameplay, but I think what I'm trying to sort of explain is like when you've got the read on your opponent, when you know they're trying to get away from the throw, but they're not willing to like do something extremely risky. The backdash, it's risky if you've. It's risky because you're in a counter state, but I think the whiff situation I showed earlier on is why they go for the backdash. They want you to reset them in the air for the offensive pressure they gain off of it. So they're wanting you to confirm the back medium punch to whiff. So I think this is it's a high level concept, but it has merit because it covers 2 scenarios and you get damage off of it. And again, it's specific to Ken in the corner. And because of his juggle potential, he gets pretty good damage off of it. So it's something to think about. It's just something to potentially consider adding to your game where you think is viable based on the opponent. At least you know the options there. The only word of warning is if they neutral jump after the crouching light punch, you will get blown up because the EX fireball is you're still in a recovery state, so they can punish you if they neutral jump. Likewise, if they mash a button. Between this and the EX fireball, I believe that's an 8-frame startup move. There's a 6-frame gap, so if they can easily mash, it's not a true, like, it's not a real frame trap. There's quite a substantial gap they can mash. So that's the 2 areas where the setup fails or falls. So one to consider anyway. But I like the setup. I think it's quite creative. It's quite different. I've not seen it before, so it's something maybe you guys can expand upon, maybe have some success with. I haven't tested it with Akuma, I haven't tested it with Ryu. I'm not really sure if they can do a similar thing, but I imagine so because the same concept applies. The hurt box on the character shifts backwards when they do a fireball, more so I believe with the EX fireball. So yeah, that's the concept, that's the theory behind it. So let me know what you think. Give it a whirl as well, let me know what you find yourself. Thanks guys for watching, hope you've enjoyed the video. I shall speak to you soon. Take care.